my job to AI.
I just got laid off and I'm 9 months pregnant.
I just got a call from my work and they let me know that I was getting laid off today.
Alright, so what we've all probably seen recently is that the job report added another 250,000 jobs in the past month. It's the same old story we've heard for quite a while now. The economy really isn't that bad. Look at how many jobs are created. Then a couple months later it gets revised down heavily and the cycle ends up continuing. But I don't know about you, I've seen a ton of people getting laid off just since the beginning of the year, let alone the entirety of the holiday season before that.
Guys, women are losing their jobs and men don't care. Men are just chilling at home, living their best lives as women are crying on social media, letting us know that, hey, their jobs are going away and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to survive, and they increasingly don't know how to handle it. Today's video comes from the Zach Rios channel. His channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check him out. Watch it end of the video to fully understand the implications of so many women losing their jobs and men absolutely not caring. Don't forget to follow us over on Rumble. So guys, things are kind of weird over on YouTube for us right now. We're having some real serious issues with the platform. And as a result, all of our content will be on Rumble. Most of our content over like 2,000 videos are on Rumble right now. And we're just getting caught up with the most recent videos. That process will end in about a month. And then after that, some of our videos will no longer be released on YouTube. And those will be Rumble exclusive to the other platforms simply because of what's happening over here with CENSORSHIP. If you notice, I have to actually spell it out. So go and follow us over on Rumble. It's linked in the description of the video. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy. So guys, you know what's going on right now. The economy is crap. Women are losing their jobs and you are next. Don't think that you are immune to this. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to protect yourself with crypto, learning about crypto and investing in crypto. And Angry's Crypto Academy is here to help you because the ATMs will freeze, banks will lock their doors, and your wealth is at risk. Hard times have arrived. We're here to teach you how to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Don't miss our new blueprint. Escape the 9-to-5. It's called Escape the 9-to-5, How to Replace Your Job with Cryptocurrency. It's now available over in Angry's Crypto Academy, and you can learn how to achieve your financial freedom and replace your job with cryptocurrency. Check it out using the link in the description of the video. And now let's go ahead and jump right into the video from Zach, and then we'll talk about it and analyze it. Yeah, I know you guys were waiting for for the streams. You're like, guys, don't forget I used to be a streamer. I used to be a regular streamer, and then I kind of I had to leave for a while, so maybe we're getting back to that. Maybe.
Going to take a look at some cases, some of the reasons why this is happening, and then also some of your comments from previous videos with your experiences. So if you want to be featured in a future video, leave it in the comments down below. But we're going to start off with what my For You page has just been littered with over the past few weeks.
I just got laid off and I'm 9 months pregnant.
I just got a call from my work and they let me know that I was getting laid off today. And so I was laid off from work today.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off.
I've once again been let down by working in tech. For the second time in 2 years, I once again will be unemployed and searching for another job.
So I was laid off 6 months ago from a company where I was in human resources, and it was because of financial reasons, right? And since then, I have submitted about close to 150 applications and have had 2 interviews. When I tell you I've submitted 150 applications, I'm talking about from a barista to HR manager.
I'm going to be pretty honest, 150 applications is pretty light work for what we're going to see in this video, but I probably could have made an entire video of just these clips over and over and over again. So many different people getting laid off of various jobs. Now, there is definitely a correlation with a lot of the tech jobs and some of them that can be taken over by AI, which we'll get to a little bit later, but it really doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. The entirety of 2024 was a complete mess, and we're already getting predictions predictions of what's going to be happening this year.
Last year, my 2024 job predictions were both viral and accurate, so here's what I think is going to happen in 2025. I've talked about this a little bit on my podcast, but I really believe we're going to see more layoffs, but this time it's going to be disguised as return to work. Low-key, Amazon is already doing this. Basically, I think we're going to see more companies call people back into the office with very limited notice, which is going to force some people to quit because this is not what they signed up for. Boom, instead of them having to pay people out, people quit. It's sketchy as hell. I have a feeling this is the year that employers increase social media monitoring of their employees and potential hires. Social media is not new, but all of the drama around the TikTok app in the US as well as in Canada, makes me think it's going to get some extra attention. This is your sign to either private your account or make your username hard to find. And don't go posting any suspicious shit. Okay. And I think we're going to see the impact of AI for real, for real. I actually think this is a really good thing. I think companies are going to start using AI to help you streamline your work, which means the value you add is not going to be like in the administrative hands-on tasks. It's going to be in your problem solving, people skills, and soft skills.
Okay.
Now, just to be very, very clear, I've been warning you guys endlessly now for years. I've been warning you guys for about 7 years now that AI was going to start replacing these jobs, and that the next time we'd have a big economic downturn, you're going to see employers use this as a reason to get rid of those jobs, and those luxurious 9-to-5 jobs will not be coming back. I warned you of this, and a lot of it was slowed down because of the events of 2020. But this is something that they've had in the works for a very long time, and many of those jobs will be gone, and they are never ever going to come back. I'm telling you right now, they're going, and you can see it. The vast majority of the jobs that are leaving right now also are jobs that women predominantly do. Men, on the other hand, don't care, because the average man can live happily in a shoebox at the side of the road, while the average woman cannot. Women don't comprehend that men don't need much, and the thing is, for a guy, we can live simple lives of luxury, on very, very little. You give a man a food to eat, a place to sleep, and a little bit of entertainment, and that's pretty much it. They don't give a damn about anything else. That's just how we are as men. Okay? Women, on the other hand, they need a lot to be happy. Women need a lot to be happy, and it's all about the right now. Okay? Like they have to constantly have new stimulation to be happy in the moment, and then they're bored. All right? And the women who had basically everything are now essentially going to find themselves with next to nothing. And women cannot go backwards. This is a very interesting phenomenon that Chris Rock talked about. Women can't go backwards. They cannot go from living in a mansion to living in a bedroom, okay? Just like renting a bedroom. They can't leave a mansion to go back to an apartment. A lot of women will basically believe that they deserve the world because they're worth it, and that God wants more for them, and he's going to give them more. So they'll go be homeless until God delivers them the man who's going to bring them back to what they deserve to be, which are goddesses here on earth that are basically put here to rule over men, and have men provide for them and give them everything they want. It's a backwards way of thinking. There's actually a video that one of my subscribers sent over to me. They actually shot it over to me from the Academy. It comes from it comes from the Liberation channel, and I'll link their channel description of the video. And it was sent to me by Drizzt, and it basically is the man who left society to essentially the man who left society to live in a pull cart. And this is 100% living in a shoebox at the side of the road. Drizzt actually said, "Hi, Angry, I want to share something with you. Maybe this will help for your videos. Once upon a time, I remember a guy saying a man can live happily in a shoebox at the side of the road. Dude, I didn't expect your entertaining tips were in fact so accurate." No, this is not a game. This is not a game. People think like I have to deliver. You learn how to speak, and you learn how to be comical, and you learn how to, this is entertainment for you guys. But no, this is real life stuff. One of the group of people that I fear the most, but also I respect the most, are the woodsmen. I'm not playing games. I have endless amounts of respect for the woodsmen. If I was ever in danger and lost in the woods, I would love for one of them to come and rescue me, although we all know no one's saving you in this world. But at the same time, I have no interest in running into them otherwise. Okay? Simply put, I have no business in the woods. I do not know the woods. I have no business in the woods. Hence, I stay the hell out of the woods. All right? I'm a late Gen Xer, so I didn't really spend my time in the woods like the others. But God bless them. But I'm smart enough to know that I don't need to go where where I have no business. All right, it's called common sense. Women are like, we'll choose the bear over the man, bro. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? The bear, that bear is not playing games. When that bear starts acting up and that bear's like, okay, so now you all right, bet. You're in my neck of the woods now, and you think you're gonna come in here and act up in here? No. All right, you're gonna find out who's the king of this jungle right now. No, 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 no. I'm not even going out there like that. If I went out there, I'm gonna have a woodsman with me to guide me as I'm in the woods. Otherwise, I'm not going into the woods. I stay in my lane. But let's go ahead and jump right into this video. The man who left society to live in a pull cart. This is going to be interesting.
He's the old Englishman that lives in Latvia, in my home. Basically, what I am is a drifter. I live outdoors most of the time, unless it's raining, and then we all sleep under here. You probably think this is a pretty extreme life. This is no different than going camping at the weekend.
Living in a shoebox at the side of the road, y'all. If you think y'all are that hard, then I hope then okay. Otherwise, like I said, guys, the hard times have arrived. Hard times have arrived. The ATMs are going to stop working. Mass homelessness is going to be a thing. You're not going to be able to afford to pay your rent. The banks are going to chain up the doors. But at Angry's Crypto Academy, we're here to teach you how to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Don't miss our new blueprint, Escape the 9-to-5, how to replace your job with cryptocurrency. Now available. Learn how to achieve financial freedom and replace your job with cryptocurrency. Check it out using the link in the description of the video.
Mike, this is Jeb, and this one's Charlie. And I'm a crazy old Englishman that lives in Latvia, in my home. It's a two-wheel cart, which will be powered by horses, which we'll see over there a bit later on. But until recently, I've been pulling it myself. I guess you could say I live a bit of an extreme lifestyle. And being a masochist, I enjoy it. Basically, what I am is a drifter. I'm not a nomad, I'm not a tourist. I go wherever I feel like. I wake up in the morning and I think, okay, I'll go this way this time. Okay, I come to a crossroads, I'll go down there. Or there'll be a particular place that I want to visit, but I don't have a goal. I stay wherever I can put a camp. I'm homeless, but I'm intentionally homeless. It's just something different, you know? It's hard to put your finger on it. When I knew you guys were coming, I've spent a lot of time trying to work out how I can explain myself to you guys. But when it comes down to it, you've got to experience it yourselves to understand that you don't need all the flash gear, you don't need everything. There was something I read a long time ago. There's only two things you need in your life. You need shelter and you need food. And I have shelter and I have food. I also have the luxury that I have companionship. And it's just right. The simplicity of it is just so right. It's weird. And I'm not an evangelist. I'm not telling everybody they've got to live like this. But when you do live like this and it feels right, you just don't want to leave it. It's just too pure. Why Latvia? Why not? I mean, it's not England, because I was in the military before. I spent more time of my life overseas than I have in the UK, and Europe has got a lot more to it than the UK can give, and they're certainly a lot more accommodating. I moved here in 2006 with a job. My intention was basically to earn good money and live a lifestyle in Europe, and then it sort of changed. I'd given up the job working, and I started living on abandoned farms, looking after the farms either as maintenance or security for the places. And eventually I got persuaded by two friends to get involved in a project with them, rebuilding a hunting lodge.
And guys, by the way, I just set a goal over in the chat. You know, I mean, only if you want to. It's for 30. It'll be active for the next 30 minutes. And if we get 10 super chats in within that time frame, I will sing you a song chosen by the chat. As just don't make it be like erotic or anything. Like I don't want any problems with YouTube, but I will sing you a song chosen by the chat. If we get 10 super chats in within the next 30 minutes, $10 or higher each one. But yeah, again, guys, just something for you to think about. All right, think about it if you want to make that happen. Think about that. My singing is great. My singing is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. All right, and you're lucky to hear it. You're lucky to hear it. You don't deserve me. You don't deserve me.
What was promised never really materialized. And I can remember on a Thursday night, I realized I was being made homeless. And there's two routes you can take when you're facing something like that. You can let it dictate your life and go and live on the street and beg and decide that life is pretty bad. Or you can see it as the start of something new. I decided basically just to embrace it. From that moment on, yeah, my life became fun. I was surprised how quickly you can adapt into a life with nothing. And it does get to the stage where you want a life with nothing. You know, you like the challenge. I don't have problems in my life, I have challenges, because problems are negative issues. Challenges are something which you're going to fix yourself. Right now, I'm the security guard for somebody, I guess. I'm basically staying with a Russian family who are building their new home. They're moving out of the city to come and live here, and I'm looking after the place when there's nobody working here. It's a fantastic place. It's suitable for me. It's got the facilities that I need, and it's got the ability for my horses so that I can start working with them.
Now, guys, do you notice something? He is homeless, but he is not dirty. He is homeless, but he's not dirty. That's something that's different about men. You'll see a lot of homeless guys, and they are homeless, but they are not dirty. They maintain their pride and their dignity, regardless of being homeless. And to be honest, if you've been homeless for 10 or 20 years, that's a choice. If you have been homeless for 10 or 20 years, your clothes are clean, and you are making money while out on those streets, it's a choice. It's a 100% choice, because a lot of people, they become homeless and they experience a freedom that most people don't know. You know, over 10 years ago, I experienced homelessness, and I will tell you this. It's an interesting freedom when you don't have to do anything. It's an interesting freedom when you don't have to worry about paying your cell phone bill because you don't have one, or the government's paying for it, or someone else is paying for it. Sure, the phone might be crappy, but you can still use it to make a call. They have government phones like Lifeline, stuff like that. Phones are crap, but it doesn't matter if the phone is crap. Get a free phone as long as you can make calls on it, and maybe even do basic internet surfing, watch YouTube videos. Who gives a damn? Who really cares? All right? It's a free phone. Get access to Wi-Fi, and you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for anything. Okay? You go to the shelter. You're hungry. You go to the different soup kitchens. Sure, you have to stand on a line for a couple of hours. So maybe not a couple of hours, but maybe it could be 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It could be faster than that. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 20 minutes if you get there early. Or if you get there late, it could be 30 minutes, could be 45 minutes, but you don't have anything else to do. You have nothing else to do. So you stand on that food line and you get your food. And you go to another food line in another in another soup kitchen, and you wait again. And you're getting more food. And then there are people coming around bringing you food, like, handing out free food to you. All right? So you're like, "Holy cow, I'm homeless and people are bringing me all of this free food, and I can just go from place to place to place and have food given to me that's already prepared by someone else. And there are laundry services for the homeless. I can just bring my dirty laundry to these places and have them do the laundry for me. The only real issue, and if I can find a shelter to sleep in and find a place to sleep at night, and a lot of people do, they sleep in a church or something. If I can find a place to sleep at night, then I have no problems at all. I can sleep. As long as I can sleep at this place at nighttime, as long as it's safe, or if I have a place outside to sleep that's safe, I'm good. Or if I have a place in a shelter, I'm good. And, I might just do a bit of panhandling, or I might be collecting SSI. A lot of homeless people are collecting SSI. That for many of them, that's an $800 check. It's an $800 check every month. So they're collecting SSI, and then they may even be collecting food stamps. So you're getting food stamps, which is almost around $300. You're getting SSI, which is about $800. Okay. So right there, you're getting $1,100 a month. You're going to qualify for Medicaid. So now you're getting free health insurance. So you have free health insurance, you have food stamps, and you have Social Security. You have SSI, which is for people who are broke. So you have money in your pocket, and on top of that, you're also qualifying for for a free phone from Lifeline or whatever. Doesn't have unlimited Wi-Fi, but it has enough. It gives you you can use it to make calls, and if you connect to Wi-Fi, use the Wi-Fi to surf the internet. So you can just you could basically just be a bum. You can be a bum. And you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about paying bills. You don't have to worry about responsibilities. Let's say you get yourself a dog. Now you have companion. All right. Now you have a companion. And then on top of it, don't think that, you'll never be able to find a woman, because there are women who are homeless out there. So if you have your stuff together, if you have your your S together while you're homeless, you can find yourself a decent homeless woman who will stick with you and basically, trade certain things, including protection from you for whatever it is that you want. Hell, even cigarettes. You'd be amazed. Cigarettes are a currency, just like they're a currency in prison. They're a currency on the streets. They're a currency among homeless people. Most men don't need much to survive. For a lot of men, the idea of homelessness is different for men, because once you adopt as a man, you'll start going out gathering resources. We're designed as men to gather resources. We are designed as men to survive and even thrive regardless of suffering. Women are not. This is why I said countless times, women are not designed to live without a husband. They're not. And there's the simps like to pretend like, oh no, they're strong. Women are strong. I know lots of women who are able to do it. These women are fronting. They're putting on a facade. Oh, they have plenty of money. Not as much as you think. The average baby boomer, for example, has no retirement savings, and the ones that do have less than $100,000. Okay, I'm hearing from various baby boomer men, and one thing that I've come to realize is that these guys are broke. They are 100% broke. And just to be clear, guys, if you don't want to end up like the boomers are ending up during these hard times, because the boomers are the fastest group of people becoming homeless, you need to learn about crypto, because ATMs will stop working and banks will chain their doors. But at Angry's Crypto Academy, we're here to teach you about how to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Don't miss out, and don't miss our new blueprint. Escape the 9 to 5, how to replace your job with cryptocurrency. Now available over in the Academy. Learn how to achieve financial freedom and replace your job with cryptocurrency. Check it out using the link in the description of the video. I mean, guys, you can see that TTCs are on the horizon. Tyrone 10 cities are on the horizon. And y'all are not that hard. Most of y'all are not X. You're not Gen X. A lot of y'all aren't Gen X. You're not going to make it. Even Gen X, you really shouldn't be planning for like TTCs like they're a good thing. TTCs are miserable. All right? The hell on earth that a TTC is, bro. Miss me with that. Absolutely miss me with that. All right? You should be planning for your future. You should be planning to thrive and survive, survive and even thrive during hard times, because here's one of the things that you can also do. You can learn how to day trade crypto, do basic cryptocurrency day trading. There's so many different things you can do. And if you check out our blueprint that we just published in the Academy, we show you many different things, many different ways that you can survive using crypto. That go beyond day trading, that go beyond staking coins. There's so many different things you can do. All right. You'd be surprised that you can actually leverage skills and earn crypto. All right, that you can use to pay your bills, convert to cash, everything. It's absolutely amazing. There's a cash. Yeah, Dub says cash is king equals brain rot. Absolutely, the cash is king people are crazy. They are absolutely insane. They say cash is king like Christ is king. I saw this one lunatic saying that crypto was essentially the mark, and crypto is satanic, and anyone using crypto is using Satan's money, as if most cash isn't being used to facilitate evil actions. But no, crypto is the evil. No, it's you people that have built this system that's beginning to crumble down, and your corrupt money is beginning to fail, and you're panicking because you know that all of it's over. It's 100% over. Okay? And one thing, like I said, what we know about the boomers is one thing. They are greedy. And when everything starts to crash and burn, and crypto ETFs are now a thing, and they are becoming a thing. They're going to launch very soon, from what we're hearing, because of Trump. The boomers are going to rush in, start buying up crypto ETFs. A lot of them are also going to try to get crypto. They're going to get scammed. And what we know is the boomers are greedy, so they want all the toys for themselves. So they're going to try to buy all the Bitcoin, all the Ethereum, all the XRP. This is how they operate, okay? Because they hold most of the wealth, but they don't even understand the technology. They're very short-sighted, and they just want to get rich quick and have a good time. And that's how we're going to win, all right? We're going to win by holding on to our coins. We're going to win by being early adopters, and we're going to win by utilizing patience. So while the boomers are buying, we're going to hold or sell small amounts, very, very small amounts. And it's because of that we're going to witness, among those factors, the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of humanity. Telling you that right now. Telling you that right now. And the boomers have no one to blame but themselves.
A little bit later, we'll get into that, but the remote work being thrown out the window, the return to office in increasingly shorter time periods, almost forcing people to quit because there's no other option, has been decently popular over the past year or so. There's been several stories that I've gone over. I know Patagonia, Dell is a huge one. I think Dell only had like 3 to 5 days, when again, many were hired saying that this was going to be a remote job forever. Here's your laptop, you could do it from your home, and you have the Zoom meetings at certain times, but other than that, you're kind of set free. And now, of course, that's being peddled back and disguised as firing without really having to fire. The other thing I've gone over on my second channel as well is social media in general, anything, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. Ironically, with all the clips that we watch on this channel, it's probably not the best thing to actually do if you're looking for a job, especially when you're talking about the job market or your company, your boss. Very dangerous game. We went over videos of people getting fired for TikToks, very dumb reasons, just making videos in the middle of working or bad-mouthing the company as if they're not going to find your username. I could even take it as far as all of the clips in this video. Maybe not the best light to talk about how many times you got fired over the past year. Even though I do have sympathy for you, crying and complaining on TikTok probably isn't what companies are looking for when they're hiring an employee. You can make the argument if it's fair or not, but this is the employer's market. They are looking for the absolute best of the best. They want a perfect resume, a whole bunch of experience, and no drama. We have a comment from one of you guys. Consider your social media as an extension of your person. Don't mix work with your personal life. And I get it for how ingrained it is in our world, but there is an option to make a lot of accounts private. I know that means you can't get the attention and the likes and the views and the validation you could get from random strangers liking your Instagram posts or watching your TikToks, but it does kind of put you in a crossfire with your employer if they don't like what you're uploading. I think one of the big examples of this, which is a very popular trend recently, many people grabbing their phones when they're on a Zoom call and recording themselves getting fired. Now, I understand why people make these videos because it's the same script almost every single time. Whoever's doing the firing has absolutely no sympathy, doesn't matter how long they worked or how hard. However, recording your employer or a previous employer and then getting millions of views on TikTok adds into one of the reasons why a future employer probably wouldn't want you to be on their team. So yeah, I get it. You could probably garner a whole bunch of attention and sympathy, maybe even a following. Still though, if you're actively searching for a corporate 9-to-5 when they are looking at everybody like a hawk, probably not the smartest thing to put up online right now. One of the comments here from you guys is pretty telling and is probably one of the reasons why applications are so ridiculous when you look up sites online like Indeed. I got laid off last year and applied for around 2,000 jobs. I only started getting callbacks when I started to use AI to write my resumes. In the end, I got a job through a buddy at his company, so it never ended up working. But how many times have you seen one job opening have 100 or 1,000 applications? There's probably a good portion of them who aren't even writing it. It's basically scripts now auto sending out all of these resumes to every job imaginable. But the last sentence with him getting a job through his buddy at a company will also come up pretty soon.
The job market is so bad that even MBAs from top programs are taking months to find jobs after graduation. Approximately 1/4 of all Harvard MBA graduates have not been able to find a job more than 3 months after graduating. This is an all-time record high.
Y'all, this is a depression. The real unemployment, because what happens is they changed it a number of years ago to basically, if you give up and stop looking for work, you're no longer counted as unemployed. The real unemployment rate is something like 24%. And when the floor falls out, and it will, it's going to skyrocket. We're already at Great Depression levels. But when the floor falls out, we're going to see unemployment easily in the range of like 30, like above 30%, 40%, because so many of these jobs are going to be replaced by AI. Hundreds of millions of jobs in just the Western society alone. 500 million jobs are set to be replaced by AI by 2030. We already know this. A lot of those jobs are going to be your jobs. All right, unless you're a tradesman, unless you have a job that cannot be taken so easily by AI, a plumber, a roofer, an AVAC technician. Unless you have one of these jobs, you're not going places, bro. Unless you're creating value for others, like the way that I do, the way I'm able to create value with my videos. I'm able to create value with my crypto academy. I'm able to create value teaching you guys how to travel overseas, become expatriates. I'm able to do these things. I'm able to create value for that. Create value that way for you. Unless you're able to learn how to create value for others, and you're good at something, you're screwed. You're really screwed unless you know how to trade crypto. For example, learn how to day trade crypto. All right, when you're trading crypto, you're actually creating value for others. You're basically offering a service. believe it or not. Okay, but if you're too lazy to do anything, some of y'all think that like you're gonna go to Tyrone 10 City and everything is gonna be cool because as long as you behave and do what you're supposed to do everything right in Tyrone TTC, you're gonna be all right. It doesn't work like that. You don't want to be around these crazy people. You don't want to be around these crazy, crazy people. Yaj says, let me check this. Yaj says U.S. government is in Chapter 11 or 13 bankruptcy. That's the reason why, guys. States right now are rushing to establish their own crypto reserves. All right, their own. These are safety nets because these states are they're bankrupt. So what they're trying to do is to send money, putting money before the dollar completely collapses the state economy, before the state goes bankrupt. They're trying to take whatever money they can from us, put it in crypto to establish these strategic reserves so they will at least have something when a crisis hits and there is nothing. Multiple states right now, tons of states right now are rushing to set up strategic crypto reserves. Trump is working to set up a $1 trillion crypto reserve. All right. It's not a game. It's really, really. Let me see here. Let me check this out. Dub says, if I smell a whiff of TTC, I'm going to small town fishing village. There you go. The whiff of TTC. Oh my gosh. Nick says that Nick's actually over in the Crypto Academy. Nick's in the Crypto Academy. He says, got a lot of XRP. Ha ha ha. There you go. A lot of y'all don't even know what the purpose of XRP is. You don't realize that XRP can completely upend the banking system. Let me see here. Blue says, my small bank holds crypto. That's awesome. That is awesome. Blue says, my friend has a crypto machine in his liquor store. That's very, very good. Okay. I mean, guys, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful. These are bad times that we live in right now. Zeiser says, let's just become a military society like in Starship Troopers. Problem solved. Not everyone can be a rich non-citizen civilian. Separate the wheat from the chaff, bro. You're harsh. You're cold, bro. That's some Gen X thinking right there, bro. Holy cow. Separate the weak from the strong. Damn, man. Separate the people who have value from those who really can't do anything. Man, let me see here. Blue says, I want lots of UBI so I can buy funny things from Asia. I mean, here's the thing. The UBI is about control. That is 100% control because it's not free money. That's controlled money. They will control where you can spend it. They will control how you live your life. You don't want to develop, guys, the UBI or high UBI, as Elon likes to call it, eventually it just creates more inflation. It just results in rents going up and you basically having to cede power to the state, and you won't be able to you forget how to provide for yourself. You start to forget how to survive, what to do if something goes wrong. And then that's honestly under the so-called high UBI, only a very small number of people will have wealth because they're going to be charged. The people who are renting to you, they're the people who are going to take all of that money, So it's going to be a miserable thing. Prices for everything is going to go up. Televisions, phones, all of this, especially with the trade tariffs coming into place, and knowing that you have more disposable income, these companies are going to be charging through the roof for things. All right. Only people who are minimalist, of course, will be preparing. Preppers will be preparing, but a lot of you will just be spendthrifts, and you'll be losing your vital skills. You'll be losing your mental state, your sharpness to survive, and just handing that over and calling people like me conspiracy theorists, when the reality is like, no, I'm not. It's like you're giving up your capacity to plan, to strategize, to create. You're handing over your power, and gradually you forget how to do basic things. You forget how to cook, you forget how to clean, you forget how to you forget how to pay bills. You're like, come on, Angry. No, you gradually forget how to do a lot of things. You forget how to code if you're a programmer. You begin to forget steps within engineering. You forget you begin to forget your trade skills. I'm so serious. Even if you're a content creator, you forget how to create content. You forget how to make videos, how to edit videos, how to design graphics. If it's a say, guys, the saying is use it or lose it. It's not a game. It really is not a game. Sometimes you have to start learning things all over from the very beginning again. There was a programmer years ago who wrote these scripts and essentially automated his entire job and then just would go to work and play games. But here's the problem. Eventually, they needed him to do something, and he no longer could do it because he had forgotten how to code because he had stopped coding many years ago. All right? It's literally use it or lose it. And many of you don't understand that. And then you'll come to Uncle Angry like, Uncle Angry, I don't know what to do. Don't come to me. Uncle Angry told you from the very get-go that you needed to prepare for hard times. You don't want to listen to Uncle Angry. All right? So now you can go listen to the streets. You can go listen to Tyrone as he's barking orders at you because you're in his house, you're in his kingdom, and you're going to be obedient and do as you're told. When he's hungry, he's going to eat. When he's thirsty, he's going to drink. When he wants some loving, he's going to get some loving. All right? Maybe that'll be from you. It doesn't matter because he's the king of 10 City. He's going to rule 10 City with an iron fist. That's just how it's going to be. You know, and you chose that for yourself, so you're going to have to deal with it. You're really going to have to deal with it.
That number was only at 10%, so it has more than doubled. During the Great Recession, it was easier for top MBA graduates to find jobs than it is now. Just think about that. And other top MBA programs like Stanford and Wharton are reporting the exact same thing. It shows that no one can take this abysmal job market for granted. These numbers also show that the white-collar recession is much worse than anybody thought. The current job market is making many people rethink their plans to get an MBA because they are not sure that it is worth the return on investment. Top programs can cost as much as $250,000. That is a lot of money to pay to struggle to find a job.
Okay, so I will say right off the bat, I definitely did not get the grades to go into any sort of top school, any of the Ivy Leagues. However, if I did, and I decided to get some sort of bachelor's degree there, the amount of money that I'd have to pay and how much I'd have to work, and also kind of know some people to be able to get into a Princeton level school, in my mind, that should guarantee me a very well-paying job. And if that's not the case right now, what am I supposed to say? What are you supposed to do, man? I personally would be very angry. I guess I'm lucky that I wasn't that good in school and dropped out of community college and didn't rack up 5 or 6 figures to get a bachelor's degree at a 4-year. Because what's the chances of you getting a job if even the people from the best schools in the country are having difficulties right now? Another statement about the job market that I've started to see recently is pretty straightforward.
Regardless of the market conditions around work, regardless of whether you are a software engineer or a mathematician or a scientist or whatever, there is one thing that will remain to be true, probably for the foreseeable future, potentially till the end of time. And that is the single most valuable skill that you can probably hope to have in the job market is strong communication skills.
So that just turns into, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Another one of the big reasons why people would advocate for going to 4-year universities is the networking. I guess that's how many people are getting jobs nowadays. It's just kind of a dangerous game when you're talking about $30,000 to $50,000, $60,000 a year for networking. I'm just looking at it as if I was in that situation. Now, I'm talking to all you guys through a camera, but this is basically the most amount of speaking I do on a daily basis. I am not a social butterfly. Networking definitely isn't my thing, even if I did go to a 4-year university. So I'd probably feel trapped if I was in a lot of people's situation right now. But we have another comment from one of you guys. It seems that if you're not connected somehow, you will not get an offer. Likely not even an interview. Shotgunning cold resumes don't work anymore. I'm an engineering consultant and 90% of my work has come through people I already know or networked with. Networking is the single best tool you have. Again,
I'm an engineer. So guys, you're seeing even engineers are struggling to find work right now. And a lot of those jobs are going to be, especially for software engineers, those jobs are being replaced by tech. Mark Zuckerberg has talked about it. He said that like all of these coders, their jobs are gone. Okay? And they're going to use the next economic downturn as an excuse to eliminate all of these jobs. And don't forget the AI agent. The AI agent is absolutely massive. The AI agent is basically technology that can replace a lot of the jobs that people do. It can replace teachers. It can replace teachers, administrators. It can even things like graphic designers. It's insane. You basically coders. Oh, you speak to customer service agents. You call up customer service and you're talking to the AI. You're talking to the AI agent. It's accessing your account. It's solving problems for you. It's letting you know that it'll give you a credit. All of these things. And for the company, it makes perfect sense. Here's the thing. They're going to want to minimize the amount of money that they're giving out, but it makes more sense to just like give a person a $5 credit, or $10 credit, or even a $20 credit, than having an employee working there. It's going to be about keeping as much of the money for themselves and not having any employees at all. All right. The fewer employees, the better. If you can run your entire business with no employees, that will be the absolute and utter goal. All right. If you just have a CEO and that's it, that's the absolute goal. They don't want any employees anymore. They want all of the cookies for themselves. All right. And they're going to get it. They're going to get it. The only people that are going to survive and thrive are going to be people like me that have been learning and grinding to create value for others and investing in cryptocurrency, because crypto is basically money of the future. It is digital gold, and people need to wake the hell up and understand that, because cash is a thing of the past. We're heading towards a cashless, trustless society, and crypto is basically just that. It is for a trustless ecosystem. All right. The financial system, as you can see, is on the brink of collapse. The ATMs are going to freeze. The banks are going to lock their doors. Your wealth is at risk. So learn how to protect your assets with crypto. I keep telling you guys that. And Angry's Crypto Academy will teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in the safest coins. So don't wait until it's too late. Secure your future today. Click the link in the description below to learn about crypto, invest in crypto. Check out our 9-to-5 blueprint that will teach you how to replace your job with crypto. And we'll go from there. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? I know I really I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on this. Women are losing their jobs. You can see that men really don't care. And it's predominantly women that are making these videos saying that I just lost my job. What do you think? Do you agree that we're heading to a situation where, a lot of men will become wealthy regardless of these hard times, and a lot of women are going to find themselves in poverty and in extraordinarily hard states because women are not as optimized for thriving, during periods of suffering? Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.